There may be nobody in the room, but I'm in the room. And maybe you're watching this later and you're like, hey, I just want to have a good morning and talk to Tom. It's happy Friday to you. I am in a different office inside my office, but I wanted to see who you look up to. Look at me. I have this friend here. Look, here's my friend. Who you look up to in life. Because sometimes it's important to know, is there anybody we look up to? Is there anybody we can lean on? Is there anybody that, and by the way, that can also be somebody who's not here, somebody who's passed away, somebody who is somebody you haven't even met yet. You know, we look at resources in life and we look at people who matter to us. You'd be shocked at how somebody who you've watched on TV or listened to, a musician, an artist who's got amazing songs and lyrics that you look up to and lean on. It's not that it's that actual person, but it's who they represent that matters to you, and you can lean on that. So the ideal is to have an actual person who's a mentor, who you look up to, who you lean on, who you get advice from. That's the ideal. I want people to have that in life, because when you do, it's like, wow, I've got somebody who's got my back, somebody who will confront me, somebody who will advise me, somebody who will support me, all those pieces. And it matters. Ree, good morning. Thanks for being here. It is good to see you. And yeah, thanks for being in the live stream yesterday too. That was cool. We've got a lot going on. Nick is here, but Nick is at his other job, and he did tell me he is at the golf course, but he's in a place where he can hear. I don't think he can say anything, but he's going to at least be listening. So that's cool, Nick. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, man. As always, we spent a lot of time together yesterday, and that was fun. Oh, thank you, Ree. That's so sweet. You look up to me. That matters to me. I try very hard to be somebody that somebody in life could look up to in some form or fashion. Nick, I was just talking about that. The person you look up to is not here anymore. You still can look up to that person. It's not as ideal as an actual person that's here, but remember what they brought to you, what they meant to you. You can channel, I can ask you right now, what would that person say to you when you're really struggling or stuck or in a tough spot? And you can feel it in your bones, like, and people will immediately have intense feeling and tear up even sometimes just knowing what that person's meant. So hold on to that person, Nick. Matters. Holland, LWS, good morning to you. It's good to see you. I'm in a side office. I'm actually in the office today where I sit in that chair. That's the chair I sit in that says spill the tea. And that chair shocks me every single time I get out of it. I don't know what it's made of. Do y'all have any idea what that is made of? There's some kind of fabric that whenever I stand up and I touch this coffee cup, which is metal, I think, these amber cups, it shocks me. Whenever I touch the doorknob right there, it shocks me. I don't know what that is. Hey, Nick, North Carolina. Person I looked up to is my mom and stepdad. They help me when in need and show me that I can always do everything I set my mind to. Thanks, Nilo. That's really sweet. And that's all. That's the resource you need. Somebody that matters to you. Love that. Everything my grandma said is always running through my head. Miss her so much. Yep. Both of them. Ree, beautiful. Crystal, good to see you. Amanda from Eva Under Fire is who I want to be when I grow up. Crystal, that's another resource. You know that? That's what's beautiful about it. You can channel who that person is to you, what they mean to you, what they bring to the table, and you can work. I tell athletes this. I work with athletes who play ball in college, and who's your favorite pro athlete? Try to be them. Bring them, channel them into you. Beautiful. Get a humidifier in there, Tom. It's dry. Is that what it is? But it's like right next to my office. I don't ever get shocked in my office. I don't understand that. Trey McDermott, look up to my dad. Love that, Trey. Always seems to figure everything out and find a way to make things work. He's always there when I need him and so reliable. I shared this thing the other day with my son, Tony, that was about dads and sons, and I loved what it said. It was very much like that. Thank you. Oh, it's tough getting that. Get a humidifier. It's too dry in the room, causing static. But why in this one room? It's the same kind of room as all the other rooms. Is it possible it's the furniture that I'm rubbing up against? You know how you can rub up against something and it... I don't know, man. See, Nick says probably the material. Sinner, good morning. Good, happy to see you. I've never seen that blue heart before. I love that. Also, my granddad sadly hasn't been with us for 13 and a half years. Nilo, hold on to that. Remember the things he might say, the things he might do to handle situations. Thoughts on Lil Peep? Kids loves Lil Peep. Sad for him. He seemed like one of the most kind-hearted guys who would give his shirt off his back, but just was stuck in addiction and with a lot of people that enabled him around him. Fisher, good day from, why am I saying good day? That's Australia, from India. David, great to see you. Eveline's in the house. Everybody's showing up here. It's great to see y'all on a Friday. I'm loving Friday today because I have 4 people that I see. Got to get Jill to an appointment after that, do some recording later, and I'm pumped. I love it. I'm so grateful. I am blessed beyond, I don't know, man. I don't deserve half of what I have. Grandpa's bone biopsy comes back in a few hours. Oh, man, Ree, I'll be praying about that. Gosh. Daniel, great to see you. Celebrity-wise, I always look up to Eminem. Come out of the slumps. Man. Facts, Nilo. I really do admire him for that. There's things I would say to Eminem like, man, I'm not so sure that's kind of how I'd handle it or be, but I admire him big time for that. Kids, if I was there, I'd give you a hug. Virtual hug. Virtual hug right here. It's a virtual hug. I think. Center, look up to my friends. They each have such admirable traits. Hold on to those, like especially individual traits, because that's the part in having a resource and something to pull from that's like, this person has that, this person has that. That's really cool. Tom, do you do counseling like over Zoom or anything? Nick, yep, I do. Today I have 2 that are virtual and 2 that are coming here to the office. It's a kind of a cool mixture. Probably 25% of my work is virtual. And right now I was just talking to Jackie, the schedule I think is full. I don't think we can take any more people at this point. So if I see like 25 people, then usually 6 or so are virtual in the week. Feel it in my bones. Yep. Daniel, it's good to be aware of that, man. I appreciate you for saying that. Can I look up to Lil Peep? Sure you can. I think he's sweet. I think he was kind. I think he really was good to people. I admire him for that. Fisher, I'm good, bro. Man, I am good. I feel good today. I got this buddy here with me. Got this other one over here that I took a picture of. See? Yeah, just in another office. This isn't my typical office, but I'm chilling. Like out of state. I see people from all over the world. You'd be shocked. All over the flippin' globe. See somebody next week who's 8 or 9 hours ahead of me. So I don't know. That's on the other side of the world. Yeah. It really depends on the case, Nick, for me, on people I see. It's on the case. It's on people's flexibility to be able to come in when I am available. And if I think I can do any good. But people have to be patient. I mean, once you get in, you can really, you stay in. It's kind of like once you're in, you're good. But once you, if you just wait and say, let me know when you have a Wednesday at 3 in the afternoon, it's probably never going to happen. Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a present. That's why they call it a gift. I have a lot of people to look up to. Good, Crystal. Awesome. Love that. Morning to Marcus. Oh man, I am loving Arcane, Kiva. Loving Arcane. I don't want it to end. I'm kind of sad. This is the point I get sad. It's like if I go away on a vacation for a week, about day 5, I'm like starting to get sad because it's like, I don't want this to end. It's so much fun. I do not know if we did those, Edu. What does that sign next to you say? Where? This one? Find your fire. That one? Or this one? To cross the sea, you must leave the shore. Take a risk, take a leap. Nilo, glad you're having a good day. Man, Lil Peep, love it. Double tap the screen. Thank you, David, for appreciating that. What about real people y'all look up to? What's my email? My email is tom@tomstevens.us. You can Google it too. I'm sure it would pull up there. But my website is tomstevens.us, like United States, US. tomstevens.us. So the email is tom@tomstevens.us. Jackie's is jackie@tomstevens.us. That's the way people get to the office. But nobody can book appointments online anymore. I have to call Jackie and get with her. But the number's all on there to call. Oh my gosh. Reaction. Hey, that's true, Ree. That's true. Go to that one. If you're wanting reaction therapy, if people are wanting me, like in my office, it's the other one. But Ree is exactly right. Go to the reaction therapy videos. That's good. Nick gets those. Man, Nilo, I try. I don't catch them all, for sure. First love experience was like, man, what a great question. Sakuna, that's a question of the day. My very first love, like not just, hey, man, I really like this girl. It was with a girl who lived out of state, actually, when I was in high school. She lived in Georgia. I lived in Texas. We met in Florida on vacation. That was the very first one. And it was the classic, amazing, but we can't clearly be. This will tell you how old I am. Back when we dated, we had to write letters because when we called, it was about 50 cents or more a minute to call. I got one phone bill at my house, and my parents were like, "We are shutting that down. That ain't happening." That's a great question. I could go on and on. That's a good podcast question. Anything about having commitment issues? Robert. Yeah, just pay attention to them. Know what your weakness is when it comes to that, and whether you struggle with commitment and you stay away from it, or whether you just overly commit. But if you struggle with, excuse me, man, what a day. I'm already getting hoarse. If you struggle with commitment, then you have to know what taking a step towards commitment would be like. So you can't just jump all in, but just know where it comes from. The key to that with therapy is knowing, where did this originate, and what can I do to know that that doesn't mean it's always bad. Favorite character in The Last of Us? I think at this point is Ellie. I love her. I love her spunk. Classic client I've worked with. It's just, I love her. David, Tommy's the closest to a real person I've looked up to. Thank you. Thank you, David. I appreciate you for that. Like, thank you. Sober, Bad Wolves, Tom. Okay. Discord. Hey, join the Discord, by the way. 50 Cent. Look up to my best friend, Samantha. She looked to my spirit. Grateful, and I can do the same for her. If the next man I talk to doesn't treat me as good as she does, he ain't it. That's it, Samantha. That is so good. Remember that and keep it. Robert, appreciate you. Ellie the Sloth from Ice Age. I thought it was Sid the Sloth. I thought Ellie was like the mammoth. Watch Game of Thrones? No, I've never watched Game of Thrones. Is it good? We should do that on Patreon. Y'all, we're about to start asking for the next series we're going to do and a movie. So if you want to get there, VIP tier on Patreon is worth it. I'm telling you. And I'm going to find a way to do a Zoom call. Daniel, David, All of y'all get ready. We're going to do a Zoom call on Center. We're going to do a Zoom call with, I don't know, man. I feel like there might be hundreds of people there, and I don't know how to manage that. Thanks, little Arcane. I never read your comments. I don't, but I just read that one. But so I'm trying to get as many as I can. Fisher, yes, I have two boys, 23 and 20 years old, and my beautiful wife Jill, 25 years. Love her. She's just down the hall. She's right out that door right there. It's okay, like it's not okay. I don't want to forget you. I don't want to dismiss you. I want you to know you matter here. Hey, Adrian, my last name is Figueroa. I love that. Much love to you, Lycane. It's a pretty cool name. Lycane, are you 21 years old or 22? No hate. No hate. None taken. No offense, Farnoosh. None taken. That's from Yes Man, the movie. 13 Reasons Why. You know what? I saw that forever ago, and I did a talk at a church on that. Self-harm and stuff, but that would be a good revisit. Center, we're changing that, Center. We are changing that. You should be a member on Patreon. There's certain OGs that just should be there. The actress who plays Ellie was in the last couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. Huh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Eternal Sunshine. Oh my gosh, Jim Carrey's good. DeMarcus, Jim Carrey's good. I like all the stuff he does. Yep. You always miss the Zoom call, Center. Not anymore. Center, was that the gift I gave you? Lycane, I love the music reaction. You helped a lot. Always keep doing you, brother. Yep. That's what I try to do, is do no more than me. Yep. Therapy episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know what that is. Send it to us. Check it out. Squid Games. Man, I want to do Squid Games. Thanos, I want to do Squid Games, but I don't know if everybody on the VIP tier would want that. But we're about to vote. I think this weekend he might put a vote out. I hope all y'all have a great Friday, by the way. This is the last day of January. Can't believe tomorrow's February. And by the way, next week here in Houston, the high all week is going to be 80 degrees already in February. Here we go. Thanks, Ree. I appreciate you for handling everything. Ree is in charge of the Discord, and y'all, you need to go check out Discord. Ree, put the link in there again because people need to go over there. Favorite Arcane character? At this point, like right now, season 2, episode 6 is Jinx still. Isha was creeping in there, but now I'm afraid Isha's gone. I don't know for sure because it didn't show. Man, it's already warming up in Missouri, Nick. Bad dopamine releases. Man, that's tough. Depends on what it is. I know, 80 degrees in February here. Lil Peep. A lot of people love Lil Peep. Don't say rip Isha. I can't have Isha gone. Isha's so sweet. And then you got Maddie over there hooking up with Caitlyn. I don't know, man. Juice World, I'd love to. We did in the live stream yesterday, Moors. We did Juice unreleased, honestly. Actually. Thank you, Lycane. Andy Volunteer Corpse. Look at that name. It's the guy. I need to listen to that new Mac Miller album, by the way. It's 50. Man, I wish it was 50 here. See, David, I think it's weird, man. We're all getting out of winter, it feel like. You met Peep's mom? Dude, what a treasure. Thanks, Thanos. Daniel, it's 41 in Cali. I can't believe that. Oh, man. Look up to my dad, Nick. Very sweet. That's very cool. Love it. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. February is usually the coldest. I know. It's supposed to be here too, but it's like starting out in the 80s. I don't understand it. One of my dogs ate my fork. It would die, wouldn't it, if a dog ate a fork? Sounds like the name of a book. Wisconsin. Good morning. Oh, this weather. Adrian, that is facts. Good morning, by the way, Adrian. I didn't even say that. Dizzy 8? Sure. I love everybody talking to each other. That's just awesome. Mary Stevens, my mom has shown up. Happy Friday, Mary. It is great, Mary. Mom, I love you. It's good to see you. I need to pop over there hopefully tomorrow in the morning, maybe, or midday. But we're going to a U of H basketball game tomorrow. Everybody say W Mary because that lady birthed me and tolerated me for a long time. She's a sweet woman. Love you, Mom. Thanks for being here. My dog is barely alive, Edu. Barely alive. She is barely hanging on. The back legs are hardly moving. She can't hear. She can't hardly eat anything. It's close. Although maybe she lives 5 more years. I don't know. I love y'all. Mom, thanks for rubbing in right before I'm getting off. But I'm chilling today. Gonna go talk to 4 people, have a blast, and then try to record some Arcane, The Last of Us, Avatar, The Last Airbender tonight and tomorrow. Landon, good to see you. Ya boy. That's a good way to start a name. Hoping Doggo Stevens got a few more years in her center. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard because there's not much she can do anymore. And she gets confused, and I don't know where the point is of when a dog feels like they're suffering. They say when they stop eating, that's when it's not good. And she doesn't moan and groan and cry, so I don't know. Love Avatar. Go to Patreon if you want the full unedited. It's there. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. Grateful for you. Remember who you looked up to. And if you don't look up to somebody, let's find somebody. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.